Okay, folks, welcome back. We are in Keapon Laffin's magic shop. This is a joke. It's a pun. Keep on laughing. I'm not sure how long Conrad is going to be able to really last in this shop. Magic weirds him out. Remember that. Okay, well, let's take a look around first before we talk to this man. Talk about topsy-turvy. The sun shines up from the floor onto the clouds above. The fact that the clouds on the ceiling don't move leads you to the conclusion that they were not painted on with an airbrush. Look at these, Antwerps. Well, they're either eggplants or that new doll called Baby Antwerp, which, when turned on its back, promptly explodes. What else? You'll have to agree that these are quite clearly orats on a stick, extremely useful somewhere. I don't think I get that one. Keapon calls it a self-motivating, horizontally situated windmill. Then again, it might be a giant. There seem to be books in many languages, few of which are comprehensible to you, but you do recognize some old favorites, such as Ghost Writers in the Sky. Let's see what else. To err is human might be a reference to King's Quest III, maybe? Wait a second. Or is that King's Quest VI? I don't remember now. Fear of flying, okay. The wind in the bellows, like wind in the willows. Gnome with the wind, Gone with the Wind. The Pizza Elemental Factor. Actually, I think these books were the same as the Apothecary. Air Conditioning and Grooming. HIJK Elemental P. We're here to pump you up. The Air Apparent. Three's a Cloud. So, I think you guys are getting it. This guy's all air themed. Including the helicopter. This looks like the Enterprise from Star Trek. No, you're wrong. It's the USS Exit Prize. Lovely. Okay. This place lies somewhere between weird and infinity, much more toward weird. Rubber chickens. A lady once asked Keapon for liniment for her sister with which to rub her chickens, but he thought she said 2 rubber chickens. Oddly, she never paid for them or took them home. Yet another raunchy joke. I actually don't think I understood a lot of these jokes before when I was younger. They just went way over my head. What's this suit? The label on the sleeve says Commando Cody Flying Suit. This happy face kind of reminds me of the Warlock from Quest for Glory 1. You suddenly feel compelled to have a nice day. What's up here? They are genuine, handcrafted Spielbergian beer steins with Baron Stefan's crest. Wow. They are waxen Icarus wings. The label admonishes to not attempt to use these wings in hot climates. Again, I don't know if they actually planned this, but it feels like interesting foreshadowing for Quest for Glory 5, to be honest, to me. On this shelf are various examples of stuff, things, and Megusalums. Megusalums? I don't know. Alright. It is a green box for holding red pencils. The top hats on the bottom are tops because he bought them. They're the buffoon's balloons, ya goon. It is a hand puppet bearing the name Rosella. Alright. Another King's Quest reference. And that actually is specifically her peasant outfit from King's Quest IV. I'm not sure, by the way, just as an aside, if I'm going to play through the whole King's Quest series. That's actually... I think I played King's Quest VII before I played any of the Quest for Glories. That was my first King's Quest. I don't know if I'm as interested in playing through those, to be honest, because I think I have less to say about them. Like, there's not as much choice in them. Anyway, let's keep going so we don't have to listen to this music. It is a dragon hand puppet. It is a hand puppet labeled Cookie Monster. How odd. Right, Sesame Street. It is a hand puppet that is either Cecil the Seasick Sea Serpent, Ollie the Dragon, or Zippy the Pinhead, depending on which way you squint. These cupboards are closed, but undoubtedly contain more oddments. Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of all of this area. I don't think we can take... You can't get the puppets. You can't take the balloons. You can't get the top hats. You can't get the wax and Icarus wings. Maybe in a sequel. Lovely. Okay, so it actually is. You can't get the steins. You can't get the rubber chickens. You get a feel for the area. So yeah, we just can't do anything with this, which is a pity. There's no responses for that. The Michelin Man? The Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man? No, it's the Doughbury Pills Boy. No copyright infringement here. Nuns are often in the habit of wearing these with their habit. Yeah, I actually don't know what that is, to be honest. And they don't know either. These orbs look vaguely familiar. The tag says, Ollie fake your genuine x-ray glasses, 15 dinars. Dinars. I really should look up if that's how you pronounce it, but I'm going to change my pronunciation every time I say it. How about that instead? They look incredibly large, but the tag also says, one size fits all. It must be magic. Okay. This was Keapon's biggest fan until things took a turn for the worse. Keapon grew tired of being blamed for a fool. Don't watch this so much, you'll ruin your eyes. You don't want to know. This actually looks like the Quest for Glory 4 Sextopus, I want to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't count 6, but you can't get the octopus-like thing with wings. And some more books up here. A plate. Oh, it's a frisbee. It's a flippy flyer model XLR8 frisbee. Okay. You can burn 2 pieces of toast at once with this baby. Now, if only someone would invent electricity, and maybe an outlet, an extension cord. Aha! So the windbag's been pushing whoopee cushions. Alright, I think that's it. For what we have here. Let's look at him. I think we checked that last time, so let's greet the guy. What's new, Blue? Now just brace yourselves for this. We had the Warlock in the first game. We have this guy in this game. I don't think there's a jokester in the third game. We have the Jester guy in Quest for Glory 4, and then in Quest for Glory 5, I want to just say Gnome Ann is the jokester as well. I don't know. The Coles just... they had to get it out of their system somehow, I suppose. Keapon Laffin is my name. Ask me again and I'll tell you the same. And he laughs at his own jokes. That's the worst part. Like, at least let me do the laughing. If you choose to snooze, you lose, Zeus. So don't be accused of dulling your fuse from abuse. Just get with the news. Wow. Oh my god. Don't quote me, but Aziza has a waterbed and fiddles with fish. Who is that? Auntie Azizi lives off the east end of Shmali Tariq. Mind your P's and Q's when you're there, or she might send you know where. What? I'm taking my journal. I don't know who this is. Okay, like, Conrad doesn't know anything about who this is, but he heard the name of someone that this guy knows about. Now, granted, it's probably another magic user, so maybe we're not that interested, but the east end of Shmali Tariq. East Shmali Tariq. So, Shmali Street, whatever Shmali means. Okay. Tell me about Shapir. Shapir is a city, small and quaint and pretty. Shapir is a land, large and great and grand. Okay, tell me about your shop. Clip, clop to the magic shop to see the owner flip his flop. I sell spells, can't you tell? What kind of spells? Although, do we even care? I don't know. For thoroughness' sake, right? I'm a little low on spells in stock, but I do have scrolls of Detect Magic for a negligible 10 dinars, Trigger for only 15, Force Bolt for a measly 20, Levitate for a mere 30 dinars, and Erasmus's Razzle Dazzle for a paltry 25 dinars. We don't care. Glasses. Oh, those old things? I could never get them to work correctly, but then again, I've never worn them. Okay. And tell me about this magic concept. Magic, magic everywhere. Find it at Aziza's lair. Magic, magic, wait a bit. Find it in the soul of wit. Magic, magic in the stars. The astrologer can see that far. Magic, magic, where'd it begin? Go and ask the mighty Jinn. Magic, 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 where'd it stop? Look around my magic shop. That's a bunch of places to ask about. We heard about Aziza. There's an astrologer as well. There's a djinn somewhere, maybe, and there's something called wit. I don't know what that is either. Let's ask about astrologer. Do not hurry. Do not wait. The astrologer will tell your fate. He is not near. He is not far. He's at the end of Tariq of Stars. Okay. That's easy to remember, actually, if he's truly an astrologer. Let's ask about wit. If you want to be witty, then search in the city. The nitty-gritty to this ditty. You need magic to find it. 'Twas designed by committee. Okay, some magic thing. It's for magic people. Jinn. Jinni, genie, genie, jinn. The desert's where they all begin. Jinni, Ifrit, Marid, John. Magic's where they all began. Jan, I guess, how you pronounce it. So I think we need to go out to the desert if we want to find a genie or a jinn. Oh, here we go. Oh, these are topics I guess I unlocked. Okay. Wait a second. What is happening here? Yeah, I guess I just unlocked these by asking him about them. Cool. Right, we already did this. Tell me about that fountain outside. The center of the city, Mitty. The water for the town, clown. Alright. And we asked about that already. Yeah. Dinarzad. There was a money changer, and her name was Dinarzad. It's understood that she was good and very, very bad. You can find her at the end of Dinar Tariq, my lad. There seems to be a running gag. Like, I think Dinarzad used to be something else. A lady of the night. Probably. Tell me about the inn. The Katas trail into the Kata's tail inn, he says catily as he goes from the feline to the ridiculous. Perfect persons. Okay. We don't care about spells, I think. Yeah, we're not interested in that. We already asked about the Shapir. Tell us about the desert. It's sand, man. Hot, Scott. Dry, guy. Anything about monsters? We actually don't know about any monsters except for ghouls and scorpions. Griffin, jackal, terrorsaurus, ghoul. Learn their ways in adventurer school. Brigand, Ginny, scorpion, all. Ask for info at the guild hall. I'm actually going to put this on another page. This is a lot of info, to be honest. So he's annoying, but he actually is pointing us some interesting directions. So that's a lot of enemy types. Griffin, jackal, terrorsaurus. I don't like the sounds of that. Ghoul we knew about. And the apothecary wants ghoul claws. Brigand. There's brigands out here too, I guess. There's brigands everywhere where there's civilization. Ginny, which I guess is a monster, not something we can talk to. And then scorpion. So Conrad's interested in tracking these all down. He's not going to stop his quest necessarily to like seek these out, but he's interested at least in taking them down as trophies, right? The guild hall. Where is the guild hall? I think we saw it on our map, but the Plaza of the Fighters is west of here, Greer. There you'll find the hall, Paul. Yeah, I think we should go check that out. Let's ask about these monsters. My knowledge is scanty, Auntie. Jackal? I don't think he knows about monsters. I think we'll need to ask at the guild hall. If you need to know the answer, then ask another, Prancer. Yeah, he doesn't know shit. He named them all, but that's where his knowledge ends. Okay. Razir, I fear, is very queer, and if you do not interfere, I think that it will disappear. That's ominous. I think that's it, guys. I don't think we really have much left here. Let's just check out where this goes. You looks awfully familiar and familiarly awful. Haven't you been here before? He's killing himself. Wow. Can I go this way? Nope. Alright. It's just a wall. It sure looked real. And then I assume this is going to take me to this side. Or not anywhere at all. Okay. Yeah. That's that. If you need to know some knowledge about the magic way, then go and see Aziza, who will enchant you if you stay. Watch out, she's testy though. So long, farewell, Oaf, we the same. Auf Wiedersehen, German. Goodbye, see you real soon, Effendi, cause I like you. Well, hopefully we don't have to go back in there. I guess we didn't buy those glasses, but I don't know if we really need them. Conrad doesn't really want to do business with that guy. Alright, let me just take a drink of water here. Collect myself after that. Our communication went up. Our honor somehow went up. I don't know how, but it did. And we need to make a choice now. So we have a few leads. We are probably the most interested in going to the Plaza of the Fighters. And we don't actually know. We're just going to have to wander around the city to find those two things that he's telling us about, the Tariq of Stars. Now, I remember where some of this is. Or do I? I feel like something's here and something's here, but I shouldn't do that. I should just wander around in this maze and hope I run into those streets, because that's how it would be done, I suppose, in the old way. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take the long way to the Plaza of the Fighters East. We're just going to head there. Seems interesting, right? We're going to go there only because if we run into one of these streets that are interesting along the way, then we can check them out, or at least remember where they were. It's still midday, so we got plenty of time to explore. All right. Now Farah Darb, Fountain Avenue. Yeah, we're just gonna wander this time. I am gonna check my map and actually maybe take my compass out too. Try that. So we're headed west. That's good. Let's just keep heading west. Let's see if we can just get there. Just by using the compass, that would be kind of cool, right? Because if we just go west as much as we can, surely we'll get there. This could be an absolute waste of time, too. Yeah. Tariq of Rafir, Street of the Guard. No, not interesting. We'll just keep going west. Dinar Tariq. Okay, we've actually been that way. Let's not go to the Money Changer. Let's keep following the Fountain Avenue. Do I have Silly Clowns on? Okay, good, because there's sometimes Easter eggs, or there were in the original, and I want to make sure I can see those. So, yeah. I'm really enjoying this, by the way. I'm having a lot of fun playing Quest for Glory and kind of just re-experiencing some of this. This one I haven't played before, but it's still very nostalgic to play this. I'm a little nervous about playing Quest for Glory 4. I've been thinking about it. Keatal Darb. This is the way that we actually took, I think, when we came originally to Dinar Tariq. So we're not going to go that way. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about Quest for Glory 4 because I know that one is infamously buggy. I'm not sure that I can get through these games without consulting a walkthrough, to be quite honest. I was able to do it for the first one, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it for these other games, and I don't want to get stuck. The once beautiful pot now lies in ruins. So if I ever do something that like soft locks me, shit, I actually don't know where I am. Wait, what? South. Okay. We should probably just check the map. Come on. That's why we bought it, right? We should have gone to the right. Okay. Let's just turn around. Yeah, so if I get soft locked, like if I do something that kind of screws me up and prevents me from finishing the game, you guys are welcome to comment for that. But otherwise, try and let me get through it on my own. I'm not trying to, again, get maximum points or anything like that. I'm just trying to get through the game in a way that makes narrative sense, right? So yeah, deal. Just let me know if I've done something wrong. A discarded barrel rests nearby, or if I get stuck in some other way. Okay, here we go. Plaza of the Fighters. Let's just save it here. And let's take a look around. The Plaza of the Fighters bustles with the activities of the local merchants. So we've got two merchants here. It is the stand of Kiram, the local clothing merchant. Okay, we'll let that guy have his interaction first. It is the stand of Mirak, the local leather merchant. What kinds of things does this guy have? The finest in leatherwork will I sell to you, hero from a distant land. My leather is noted the world over for its beauty and durability. Okay, well, hello. What's your name? I am Mirak. The belts and boots I sell are made from dyed Sora skin. The very ones you wear came from my stand. I don't really understand that, by the way. Like, Shamin was able to transform my clothing from like a German aesthetic to an Arabian aesthetic. Does Shamin know magic? I don't really know how he did that. He did. Not only did he transform my clothing, but this guy actually made those boots. Like, there's some weird kata sorcery happening, I suppose. The very ones you wear came from my stand. I sell many other items made from leather, but the one thing that I sell, which every adventurer needs most in this land, is a water skin. Okay, the belts and boots are cut and shaped for the customer and take a few days to create. Water skins, we actually already have one, but we may want to buy more than one and fill it up at the fountain. Maybe we'll have two. The water skin will hold enough water for a day's journey in the desert. It can be refilled in the fountain. It is often the only thing between a traveler and certain death when one explores around the city. It will cost you but 100 centimes. That feels pretty cheap. The price of the boots is 500 centimes. The price of the belt is 300 centimes. The price of the water skin is 100 centimes. Do we even need to... Desert. Our people have always lived in the deserts around here. Okay. Okay, we actually can't even buy the boots or the belt. I am going to buy another water skin just as a backup, basically. While I'm here, I might as well. Since what you say is said so well, it must be that I will sell it for only 99 centimes. No, not good enough. It's so hard to negotiate with these cats. He's going down further, guys. It's happening. I think he is getting better at negotiating. Okay, 93. I think he's improving. I think he's getting better at this. Do I buy more than one? No, we'll just buy one. We'll buy one until we know we really need a second one. So it looks like when I got that second water skin, I transferred the water into the second one. So, not sure why I did that, but okay. Goodbye. Farewell, Hero Spielberg. Definitely want to go into the weapon shop. The emblem of the bellows above the door looks like the real thing. According to the sign, the door below it must lead to the weapon shop. Okay. Well, let's head in there after we talk to this person. Do we want to get any clothing? Cloth of the finest of weaves and the loveliest of colors, clothes to entice the touch, veils to reveal and conceal, all this have I and more. You can attest to how comfortable and conforming my wares are, for you wear them well. Conforming? Whoa. Okay, well, are they that tight? I guess it pays to look good. I am Kiram. I have clothes of all sizes and styles, cloth of the finest dyes. If it is made of cloth, then I carry it in my stand. Perhaps I could sell you a cloth bag to contain your extra equipment. Interesting, a bag. The bags I have are woven so fine they can carry the sand and plaster used to repair the city walls, yet strong enough that they will not break under so much weight. They cost but 50 centimes. price of the clothes is 10 dinars. The price of the cloth bag is 50 centimes. Okay. Well, we've been buying like everything, right? The only thing that we didn't buy was a basket. And maybe we should have done that, but I'm buying this and assuming that it actually is something that I need. I could be wrong, but in general, in these games, there is a use for most things that you buy. Like you can eat them or something. My nephew, Shamin, the innkeeper, said you were smooth of tongue. Very well, you may have the bag for only 49 centimes. This is an uncle or an auntie. And unfortunately, I can't tell. All right, keep going. No less, 46. Okay, 46 centimes. It's a deal. Thank you, Effendi. May it please you well. And we did need that. Okay, so I don't quite remember why I need all these things. I kind of do. I kind of do. Okay, let's go check out the weapon shop. Oh, hell yeah. I am Isur, and this is my weapon shop. I make the best swords and daggers. What do you want? There are swords, shields, and many other weapons on the wall. This shop seems well equipped to do business. Yeah, it does. Look at all these things. The double-bladed axe, a precursor of Gillette blades. A sword for the few, the proud, the mercenaries. Put on layaway by a desert brigand. This is a sword made from the tusk of the fierce desert creature known as a tisk. Obtaining a tisk tusk is a task because of the risk of getting a tisk ticked. I thought I was safe outside of Keapon Laffin shop. A mace in the face will make you race with haste to the nearest plastic surgeon's place. If anything, they're like fun tongue twisters, I suppose. You could make short work of the wood elemental with this baby. There's been a lot of references to elementals, haven't there? I wonder what that's all about. A sword for the wee people. Let's face it, how many swords can one guy own? And then, what do we have here? The larger sword on the rack looks to be made for one of the giants of the desert brigands. Okay. The smaller sword on the rack looks to be of fine workmanship. Isur's heavy iron anvil doubles as a table for arm wrestling. Interesting. The trough contains water used for cooling heated metals. Assorted tools of the ironworker's trade adorn the premises. The fiercely flickering fire needs another faggot of firewood. The weaponer works up a sweat when he is heating his metals. It's the Black Shield of Falworth. It's been repainted. One of the many trophies won at the Desert Wrist Wrestling Championships in Petaluma. Petaluma? I think that's what it's based on. It's a burnished bronze bonsai shield. Okay. The shop owner glares back at you. He looks strong and decidedly unfriendly. The silvery shimmering coat of costly mail glistens in the glimmering glow of the fire. And what's here? A cheery selection of sharp iron tools and instruments rests near the fireplace. Okay. That's about our time. So, it contains neither fun nor monkeys. So I think I'll stop there. I have just about, a few seconds left. So next time we will talk to this man. We'll see what weapons he has to offer. That he's probably going to have some stuff that's extremely overpriced, and we're going to really regret having bought a cloth bag and a pot instead of actual armor and weapons. So what's you going to do? Conrad's not very forward thinking. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.